Hello, this is Group 28 going to present our project proposal. That is the group membership. We are four and we are all around. On the introduction bit of it, we have that physical health plays a vital role in our lives. Physically and mentally fit people can perform their day-to-day activities better and are less prone to medical conditions. Our modern sedentary lifestyle has resulted in unhealthy weight, which causes diseases like heart attack, high cholesterol, diabetes, depression, obesity, and others. Physical activity can probably help us reduce the risk of those kinds of diseases. The World Health Organization suggests moderate intensity workout of at least 2.5 hours of vigorous intensity aerobic physical activity of 75 minutes for the adults aged between 18 and 64 throughout the week. Then with respect to health and fitness, body composition is used to describe percentages of fat, bone, and muscle in human bodies. The body fat percentage is of most interest because it can be helpful in assessing health. Because muscular tissue is denser than fat tissue, assessing one's body fat is necessary to determine the overall composition of the body, particularly when making health recommendations. Two people at the same height and same body weight may have different health issues because they have a different body composition. Then our problem statement goes that physical inactivity and ignorance of people keeping track of their bodies and physical health are becoming a major problem in people's lives nowadays. And in turn, this has brought the likelihood of developing disease risk factors, including obesity, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes. Therefore, this research intends to come up with a revolutionary mobile 3D body scanning application that allows users to visually track their weight loss and fitness progress by scanning, measuring, and calculating the physical health status of somebody. Let my friend pick from there.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to the objectives of the study. Our main objective is to automate a revolutionary mobile application, which is a body scanning app. It allows users to visually track their weight loss and fitness progress by scanning, measuring, and calculating the physical health status of a person. So the other objectives is to provide basic data from measures that are important for clinical decision making. Another one is to help one get an idea of what really is happening in their body. It has to give a motivation. It keeps people motivated. It gives a motivation to people with their personalized goals, helping them look and feel more better. And it will allow users to visually track their weight loss or gain and fitness progress scanning while measuring and calculating physical health status of a person. So the application will also help keep people motivated with their personalized goals, helping them look, feel more better. Okay, so the scope is that as we try to, the scope we are following in automating of the revolutionary app will be, okay, the app will be scanning and measuring and calculating the physical health of a person. So we shall use the knowledge of the cutting edge of artificial intelligence and computer vision technology to accurately measure the human body in 3 simple steps. The project will combine resources from different views, focusing on the goal of physical health to collect the actually needed data as requirements for implementing your health. The study will be done through utilization of questionnaires, surveys, and observation of a group of people of different ages as a reference, and the data collected would be an input data, which will be used for simulation later on. We shall have a Gantt chart that will help us achieve our goals in a chronological order. The significance of of our project is that to provide baseline data for measurements attained by the system. For example, the weight, the waist length, the neck length, the thigh length and radius will be important for determining the physical fitness of somebody. The app will also help one get an idea of what really is happening with his or her body. And the project will further attract and incorporate a large percentage of people into physicals, which will be a good step in improving people's health and avoid heart-related issues. So furthermore, the project will come up with a new data set that can aid in future research in the field of physical health.
Then I'm explaining about the literature review. And this figure shown here, it's health-related components, which comprises of flexibility, muscular endurance, muscular strength, cardiorespiratory fitness, body composition. Then for the body mass index, which is abbreviated as BMI, is a measurement. Is the measurement of a person's leanness or corpulence based on their height and weight, and is intended to quantify tissue mass. It is widely used as a general indicator of whether a person is physically healthy or someone is not physically healthy. Then for the calorie, aside from being one of the methods for facilitating weight loss, calorie counting has other somewhat less quantifiable advantages, including helping to increase nutrition awareness. Many people are completely unaware or grossly underestimate their daily calorie intake. Counting calories can help raise awareness of different types of foods. Then for the body fat includes essential body fat and also storage body fat. For essential body fat is a base level of fat that is found in most parts of the body. It is necessary fat that maintains life and reproductive functions, which is also recommended too. The amount of essential fat differs between men and women. And next page. For the lean body mass, lean body is the part of the body composition that is defined as the difference between the total body weight and the body fat weight. This means that it counts the mass of all organs except body fat.
Thank you so much, Kakoza, and I will take on from here. So this section, which is the methodology section, explains and describes the selected methodology for research, data collection and analysis, project design and implementation, among others. And the instruments, it also explains the instruments, approaches, process and techniques, computer hardware and software, both tools that will be used in the research study. And we would need to research the implementation methods and techniques before starting on the actual development. And the research work will be conducted by using different sources of relevant data like books, journals, literature reviews from relevant sources. And we will also have UML diagrams, like use cases, class diagrams will be used for modeling requirements gathered. And the project intends to utilize qualitative research methods in determining all the needs or requirements of the system and to conduct an on-site observational study for evaluating the usability of the system. The study will be sample willing, the study will sample willing participants living around Kampala And experimental research design will be used to come up with all the necessary data for our proposed hypothesis through use of surveys. And semi-structured interviews requires asking the same questions for everyone, but keeping their responses flexible. This means including follow-up questions. That's if a subject answers a certain way, in a certain way. Yeah, therefore, different users shall be interviewed to identify the most common problems and hence find a solution. And more, literature reviews, reading necessary documents, books, magazines, journals, and available articles on the internet will be done to get more clear information. And the study will collect both primary and secondary data, and the qualitative data generated will undergo transcription and be reported and analyzed. Models will be generated from the analyzed data to extract insights that support decision making. And our team will also intends to utilize further frameworks for the development of the mobile application. This is because Flutter framework of the Dart language produces a cross-platform solution. Secondly, it is simple and user-friendly. This Visual Studio Code shall be used as the editor. And in general, we would follow an agile development methodology where we will develop a plan of activities in the same level of development. And after, we will use GitHub as our version control system to keep track of our project history. Each of the team members will act as a project manager for each phase of their role. Each phase and their role will be to ensure that the project remains on track. And in conclusion, therefore, Your Health app is a 3D body scanning app. It scans the circumference of the different parts of the body, say the neck, waist, thigh, biceps, triceps, chest, and the calf. And the results obtained from the scanning will be then used to calculate the body fat, the lean body mass, and the body mass index. Then after all that is calculated, the app then automatically gives a recommendation respectively. Thank you so much.